Well, hello again, and welcome to Roland's Reviews. I had not planned to go live tonight, but I told you if something happens that I feel or warrants uh, a video, well, because I just got in from work, so I won't be on screen tonight. But I just wanted to share this troubling incident with you. And again, it ties back to some of the things that we talk about. So go ahead, folks, if you will, hit that like button. Help me to make this video go viral. This has not been on shared on the major news channels. Of course, it was on Fox. Why is no one else talking about this? So help me share this information out. And this is unacceptable, totally unacceptable. So if you have Facebook, Instagram, Truth Social, do me a favor, share the stream out. That's all I ask that you do. If you can do that, you've done enough for me. Because these are the types of incidences that we talk about far too frequently. Love you too, Joey. You have my heart as well. Thank you for being here. So help get the word out. And this, again, there are two sets of rules in this country. We talk about it all the time. And if this had been a Black person attacked by white people, it would have been on every major news channel. Uh, so, again, there is a difference. And this is not acceptable, folks. Totally not acceptable. Thank you so much, Alley Cat. Roseanne Hackett, how you doing, love? Lynn, how are you? And I hate that I'm here under these circumstances, but this was troubling when I watched the video, and I will share the video with you. I watched it on Fox. And I'm like, what the heck? Why? Just why? Thank you, Ricky. What has happened to humanity? We have no empathy, we have no sympathy. Just because someone has a different skin color, just because someone believes in a different political ideology. This video is very troubling. And if I had my way, you better be glad I'm not a judge. I would throw these people in jail probably until the rapture. I'm just saying, when you look at things like this, uh, oh my God. So what I'll do is go over the article, and then I will share the video. Like I said, if you are familiar with it, let me know. Let me go ahead and do the roll call. Roll call, roll call. How are you doing, Florida? Chicago Hood said it's infuriating, it's disgusting. The mainstream media won't cover it because it doesn't fit their narrative. Good. We've said that over and over and time again. They only cover it if there's a Black victim and a white perpetrator. If that's not the scenario, it doesn't fit their narrative, they don't cover it. So yes, Chicago Hood, I don't care. I cover it all. Yes. Tube Steak, how you doing? Alley Cat, how are you? Vicky is here. How you doing? My girls, Megan, Dorian, Baldwin Birds, Joey, of course. Roseanne Hackett, how are you, dear? Lynn, Ricky Cook. I have some new people that just subbed up to the channel. They said that they were coming on to join us tonight, and I told them to come on, sound off, voice your opinion. This is totally unacceptable. Lord Jammer, how you doing, my protector? The Big Cheese, Roland's Reviews. You obviously didn't see the entire video. One of the Russian males slapped a Black male first in the midst of Black people who were defending themselves downtown Cincinnati. All right, so there are different narratives out there, but I'm showing you what I saw on Fox News and what the police are saying from what I've seen. Okay, so I'm just saying. All right, Dorian. Yeah, stupid is the word of the last 5 years. Yeah, no one's talking about it because it doesn't fit the agenda or narrative. So Big Cheese, why have we not seen this all over the mainstream media? Like when there's a Black victim and a white perpetrator or a white police officer involved, it is everywhere. You cannot escape it. So I'm sick of white liberals and donkey crap blacks and their double standards. And that's what this is about. Keith Hager, how you doing? Portland, Oregon in the house. How you doing, everyone? Let me wave it, Keith. I think Keith is one of our new subscribers. Welcome him to the Rollins Reviews family. Thank you so much. Big Cheese, I'm not punching down black people. I'm just sharing this incident. I'm sharing the fact that, which I always share on this channel. How you doing, Jason Schmidt? Where there's a black victim, they have to build a statue. Boom. Do you understand what I'm saying, Big Cheese? If it does not fit their narrative, you don't see it all over the mainstream media. Keith, I'm glad you're doing well, love. Agent Orange, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everyone who's here, hit that like button if you will. Share this stream on your various forms of social media. So Big Cheese, just hang around. I'm going to go over it. So yeah, here we go. 14,000, baby. Can't wait for the 20,000 more. Thank you, Agent Orange. We're working on it. Big Cheese. Oh yeah, thank you, Lord Jammer. I'm sharing. Let me go over the incident. And again, I do not backtrack on what I said so far as news coverage. When there is a black victim or alleged victim and a white perpetrator or a white police officer, it is all over the news. Okay, so I'm just calling out facts, right? So let me share this article with you folks. Hit that like button, share this stream out. And again, just because I'm telling you something that's going on, I'm not tearing down black people. I'm not tearing down anyone. I'm just sharing facts with you about the media and how they are so one-sided. Okay. Police identify suspects in violent Cincinnati brawl videos. Videos appear to show multiple people stomped and punched. 5 charged so far. Arrests expected in ongoing investigation. Chief criticizes bystanders for recording instead of calling 911. And to everyone, yes, Joey, all the negativity. Yes. What is wrong with people? What has happened to humanity, compassion, empathy, sympathy? Everyone, is so quick to fight, so quick to curse someone out, and then everyone takes their phones out. I see this in the schools. I told you, Bill ABC TV, how you doing, love? I'm not here tearing anyone down, but I am sharing. This happened at a jazz festival. Let me see, where are we here? Hold on, okay, let me go ahead and start reading this for you. This story contains graphic images or videos. I'll share the video with you later. Good versus evil. Yes, it's either right or it's wrong, Roseanne. Exactly. So it's not black versus white. The real issue here is good versus evil. And to see, especially when the dude knocked the woman out, Agent Orange, that broke my heart. You cannot. Yeah, he knocked her out cold. Yes, I didn't. How you doing, Tina? No, they don't have any compassion. So if he did that to her, what the heck is he doing to the women in his life? You can't defend that. You can't. Video appears to show a brutal brawl in the heart of Cincinnati. Why doesn't that shock anyone? All of these liberal cities, and let me tell you, all of those blue liberal cities, if you keep voting blue, no matter who, this will only come to a town near you. All right. For those other towns that are voting blue, no matter who, all of these shenanigans that you see, all of the nonsense that you see, it's coming to a city near you. So it says here, 5 people have already been charged and more arrests are anticipated. Police Chief Teresa A. Thigi said Monday. The incident occurred around 3:06 a.m. Saturday, Cincinnati downtown area, which was crowded with more than 150,000 people attending a major basketball game, a Reds game, and a music festival. Officers arrived on scene at 3:12 a.m. to find the fight had ended, with most participants gone, but victims still present. How you doing, Flack? How you doing? Glad that you're here. Let me know if you're from the channel that I've been watching, Flax. If you continue to vote blue, you're still a fool. Yes. Jason Schmidt, blue no matter who, even if the blue wants to replace you. Exactly. Crime will never go down. And when I watch this video and I see all these people fighting, you don't have incidences like this happening in Texas and places where people are. I told you, here in North Carolina, we're all locked and loaded. So if someone starts some foolishness, you just lay them out like Family Guy. I'm just saying, this is unacceptable. All right. So one video taken during the early Saturday morning fight shows a man in a white t-shirt being shoved to the ground by two others. He's then beaten and stomped on for nearly 1 minute. So this was multiple people fighting and attack. And I, I was like, wait, what? So anyway, police search for suspect after a couple killed. Okay, that's something different. Here we go. So it says they have the victims and the suspects identified. We have charged 5 people. We anticipate there will be more. Anyone who put their hands on another individual during this incident in an attempt to cause harm will face consequences. And the sad part is, out of all the people that were there in that crowd, only one person called 911. Everyone else had their phones out recording. This is the same behavior we see in the schools. I hate to beat this dead horse. It's the same thing. The students run around talking to their friends. Well, he said this about you and she said this about you. And then they get a fight started and there are 100, 200 kids standing there with their phones out recording it. So ask me how I know. All right. If I miss your comments, let me see. Let me try to read somebody. I'm just upset. I watched this video and I did some reading and I was just upset about what I saw. You cannot, and you can't defend this. And I can't help that the perpetrators are black. I'm just telling you this is what, and I'll let you watch the video and you decide. Okay. When are the black people ever going to realize that all this is called pro-black defense? It's phony. We're just another stepping stone used to hate a group of people. Thank you. And Alley Cat, you know some of this is still a holdover from the election. They're mad because the Curry Queen did not win. They're mad because Trump is in office and they're doing all of this. I would throw the book at these people. I would. Cheap tribalism. The full South is locked. Roseanne, yes, Roseanne. You don't see this happening in Red City. When someone acts like this, okay, where people are locked and loaded, again, we lay them out like Family Guy. I'm just saying that stops all this nonsense, all this foolishness. Most of you know I live right here at Fort Bragg and Pope Air Force Base. So, I'm surrounded by the military people are everywhere. So just everyone here is locked and loaded. Bring some of that nonsense and see what happens. Right, my girls? They mad their money train is cut off. Yes, Roseanne, if I had my way, that train would have been cut off years and years ago. I'm glad that it's being cut off. Get out, get a job, work, and become productive citizens. That is biblical. Meemaw loves ya. New sub here. Hey everyone, how you doing, Meemaw? This here is some last days activity going on. It's all about good versus evil. Jesus is coming back. Y'all trust and believe. Meemaw, thank you, love. Everyone say hello to Meemaw. Hit that like button, Meemaw. Make sure the subscribe button is on all notifications. Thank you so much. Yes, Jason, when the last president called it, he changed the names because, all the people that they were named after were racist. I always called it Fort Bragg. I never called it Fort Liberty. No. Okay, here we go. Other videos appear to show a woman being punched and she was knocked unconscious. It was awful. For several seconds, multiple videos posted by Signal 99, a self-described spicy meme page for cops, firefighters, medics, dispatchers on Facebook show crowds with their phone cameras on, documenting the violence. And again, this is what they do in the schools. The Facebook group places the brawl near 4th and Elm Streets on July 25th through Cincinnati, though Cincinnati police have yet to confirm the exact location. City officials and authorities have not confirmed whether anyone was hospitalized from the fights. The chief criticized bystanders for failing to call police during the incident, noting that despite numerous people recording the fight with cell phones, only one person called 911. This is totally unacceptable behavior, people. This can't work. For all those people recording with cell phones, and for us to only get one call is unacceptable in this city. That social media post and your coverage of it distorts the content of what actually happened and makes our jobs more difficult. So he said that alcohol played a significant role in the incident and that investigators are looking into whether some participants were overserved at local establishments. And so JD Vance even chimed in on it. He saw the videos and he was angry. Dorian, I'm 20 years old and I don't even do things. Yeah, stay away from these people. Yeah, these people are nuts. And these are the same people that you see in the videos at Walmart, at other establishments, McDonald's, fighting, cursing, causing problems. This is the end result of BLM. Boom. Thank you. Thank you. Say it again for the people in the back, please, ma'am. So again, a blue city, and we already know what's going on in Chicago. For all the new subscribers, look at the last video that I did on Chicago. Who the heck would want to live in a blue city? Yes, Roseanne, exactly. This is the result of 60 plus years of voting for Democrats. Look at all of the blue cities. They are cesspools of violence, crime, and dysfunction. That's what they are. All right, let me show you the video. You decide. And so, regardless of what the victims may have said, people need to control their emotions. The jails are full of people who could not control their emotions, and now they're incarcerated. Yes, Lord Jammer, get rid of, exactly, that's what they are. They stoke the flames of racism and hate. That's what they do to benefit financially. The Big Cheese, I'm proud that those Black people defended themselves. And the Big Cheese, let me say this as an educator. Now, again, from an educator's eyes, why do people always, if someone says something that upsets you, I don't understand why. And I tell my students, if it's true or even if it's not true, who gives a care? Why must people? We are supposed to be living in a civilized society. So someone says something you don't like, who gives a care? Oh, anyway, I wasn't raised like that. So Jackalow, how you do? This is heartbreaking that humans behave so horribly. Thank you, Jackalow. That's the point that I'm trying to get across. Human beings, we're supposed to be above the animals, but look at what we're doing. This kind of stuff is why Black people won't get reparations. They're not going to get anything, but they're going to continue to build jails. So, well, I can't see that animal that you put there, Big Cheese, because I got the facts. Yeah, I think that's a rat. I'm not sure. So anyway, that's what I'm saying. People can't control themselves. That's not acceptable in my eyes, anyway. Not that I'm the end all be all, but no. All right, hit that like button, folks. I'm getting ready to share the video. And Big Cheese, let me know if you've seen this video, and then I'll tell you, see if there are any updates on this as well, okay? Exactly. Traveling Mom, how you doing? Exactly. Thank you, Agent Orange. So here we go. And so that's always the case, just like Big Cheese, like with the Carmelo Anthony case. People are making excuses for him. He was defending himself. His life was not being threatened. He didn't like what was said. And yeah, I think the guy touched him, but that didn't warrant the other guy losing his life. And people are saying, oh, it's stand your ground. And it's just like the other situations out here. No, it's different. All right, let's watch this.
Welcome back. We're about to show you some disturbing video. It's going viral on X. It shows a crowd beating a man and then a woman on the streets of Cincinnati, Ohio. Here's how it started. And again, this is a tough watch. All right, and as if that wasn't brutal enough, the next clip shows a man knock a woman out. It's unbelievable. Watch. It's also disturbing.
They keep bleeping because the people are just saying bad words. No, we should not listen to right. Rolling World Star Hip Hop. Right. My girls, and I'm black. This look okay. So how many people agree with the big cheese? The people that we see getting beaten, just beaten down in the street, they deserve all of that. And then the woman, I don't care what she said. He walked up and sucker punched her and knocked her out cold. So that's acceptable, big cheese. That's what you're telling me. You keep telling me to watch the whole video from Tariq Nasheed. So that you're saying that's acceptable behavior. I think that's what you're saying, right? Thank you, Alley Cat. Jackalow, as a Hispanic, if I were here illegally, I would want to deport myself after watching this. Yes. And like I told you when we were talking about people, the pipeline from the school to the jail, the people and their actions create that, and their lack of parenting. Meemaw, exactly. I don't care what these people said. That my girl said I'm black. Their behavior is like a bunch of wild monkeys. Boom. I'm just saying. Topeka, I'm disgusted. Okay, where are we? Baldwinburg. Black people may have been mistreated in the past, but we are no better, right? So I'm just saying. I think, like I said, we still have a lot of anger and hostility because the Curry Queen lost the election. So let me continue to play this. Yeah, this has nothing to do with white supremacy and racism. It has everything to do with their behavior. And this is ridiculous, Roland. All involved need to be arrested and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Just shameful. Thank you, Mr. Leon Wilson. Thank you. Thank you. What did Meemaw say? I like Meemaw. Okay, from in the words of the late great Red Fox. What did he say? You big dummy. Every time he said that, I busted out laughing. Oh my God. Ghetto fabulous. Yes. Malcolm, MLK. This is not what they marched for. This is not what they were beaten for. This is not what they were killed for. They have rolled over in their graves several times. Yes, Tina, they need God. They do. They so dumb they didn't get the memo. Bathtub greens wasn't bad. So here we go.
Everything around it, from the carnival atmosphere, the cheering on, the cursing, and of course, the violence. It's so disturbing it got the attention of Vice President J.D. Vance. He said this when asked about it during a stop in Ohio today.
As you had a grown man who sucker punched a middle-aged woman, that person ought to go to jail for a very long time. And frankly, he's lucky there weren't some better people around, because they would have handled it themselves. And the only way to destroy that street violence is to take the thugs who engage in that violence and throw their in prison.
All right, police have identified 4 potential suspects so far, but one of the most disturbing parts of this, as I mentioned, is how many people just stood around, watched, not calling 911. What country? I can see what city, I know what state. What country are we living in? Joining me now is Ken.
My girls, and you wonder why other races and real black people don't want to be bothered with them. Boom. And they get mad. Vice President J.D. Vance just called them thugs. They get mad. Oh, that's racist. Look at your behavior, sir, ma'am. How you doing, Gray Ghost? You commented on my comment and I subbed up and here to check you out. Like what I see. How you doing? Everyone say hello to Gray Ghost. Gray Ghost, I'm normally on camera, but I just got off from work, so I didn't have time to get myself together. But we're glad you're here. Hit that like button, love. Share this on your Facebook page. Share this on your Truth Social page. We call out the nonsense here. Agent Orange, maybe it's not too late to learn how to love and forget how to hate. Thank you, Agent Orange. Yes, they don't even know what racism means. Racism, Dorian, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. Racism is an excuse for failure. That's all it is. Big Cheese at Roland's Reviews. The FBA will get reparations and a black anti-hate crime bill. Big Cheese, you don't need reparations and you don't need a black anti-hate crime bill. You need a bill to stop this violence, right? In these blue cities. That's what we need. Roland, these are oxymorons and no common sense. Yes, Ukrainiated states. Hello from California. Send your comment on Fox News and subscribe, sister. How you doing? We're sorry you live in California. Be safe. Hit that like button, love. If you will, share on your Facebook page, your Instagram pages, whatever social media pages that you have. Trump needs to do. If Trump, please send the military into these blue cities. This is totally unacceptable. I told you, I saw this and my heart dropped when I saw this as soon as I got home from work today, and I was very upset. Trump, yeah, he needs to overhaul the justice system. These blue cities, they don't do anything to these people. These people know nothing's going to happen. They're used to things not being arrested. Throw these people in jail. Take the kid gloves off. Thank you, Roseanne. Not a slap on the hand. This is unacceptable. Terrible behavior comes to a point where a man is down and you stop attacking. Ukrainian, did you see they knocked the woman out cold? Oh, it just broke my heart when I saw this. I mean, I was almost in tears. Thought I was going to have to postpone the show, but I said, no, I want to go on and talk about this. Oh, red cities. Okay, Young Vet says that red cities aren't better. I'm loving Ice. Oh, yeah, Ice. Yeah, I got a pit bull named Ice. Great Ghost. I just have cats, but they're attack cats. They'll get you. They have claws. A mob mentality and behavior. The attacker feels less culpable because he or she's rationalizing hate and violence. Thank you, Jagalo. Yes. Reparations, blah, blah, blah. Get a freaking job. Florida, okay? That's what I'm saying. If you're out here working hard, you don't have time to go and ask the government for anything. As I've been telling you, go to Africa and ask them for reparations because they sold their brethren and their sisterin into slavery. But no one's asking Africa for anything. That's where you need to start. This is a public service announcement. I hope everyone heard it. Boom. Let me start the rest of this video.
Cover, president of Cincinnati's Fraternal Order of Police. And I appreciate you being here with us. And it's not to insult your city, but this is intolerable. It doesn't belong on any American street. It honestly doesn't belong in any civilized society. And I saw a quote by you, Ken, where you said, what you see in this video and the behavior around there is people that fear no repercussions. Tell me why they would fear no repercussions.
Well, you know, Cincinnati and Hamilton counties are really at a crossroads. What kind of city and county do we want to be? Because right now you have about half the judges that support law and order, and then you have half of them that just don't, that are being the cashless bail, the soft on crime. And this is a result of that. I mean, these people fear no consequences. And until that changes, unfortunately, we're going to see more things like this.
There's so many different, honestly, beyond the law and order element of this, and there is a law and order element of this. I know that at 911, they may have received one call during this when you can see there's dozens, if not hundreds of people around the incident. But there's also so many cultural implications going on here. I don't know. I don't know how you were raised. I can tell you this. Any situation, A, where a man hits a woman, or B, where 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 10 guys are ganging up on one, nobody involved in that is tough. Nobody involved in that is a man. And it says something rotten about any culture that produces individuals who think somehow this is tough.
Yeah, these people clearly have no morals. They have no morals. They don't care about themselves. They don't care about others. And this is certainly a problem that we're seeing time and time again.
Okay, and let me pause it there. Some of you, and I had some people leave me some comments. Some people said I was harsh when I was talking about some of these people, some prior videos, and people are all like saying, making excuses for them, and they're doing this because of this. Stop with the excuses. No one cares. No one wants to hear it. This behavior is totally unacceptable, and this has nothing to do with white supremacy and racism, like the race hustlers and the black Democratic puppets keep telling people. This has everything to do with parental guidance and lack thereof, as well as bad choices and decisions that people are making. Again, you are where you are in life because of your decisions, and making dumb decisions like this when they throw the book at you, because they're identifying all the people who was involved. Don't come crying to us, oh, racism and white supremacy. No, ma'am, sir, had nothing to do with it. Your actions are the reason that you're getting into trouble. I don't want to hear it. Talk to the hand, talk to someone else. I don't want to hear it. Cry me a river. We need law and order, period. Thank you, Mr. Leon. Don't want to hear it. This is not acceptable at all. Megan, I'm curious to know what injury she had from the attack. Being knocked out cold is no joke. Right, Megan, that's what I'm saying. Oh my God. My girls, the big cheese, you and your kind act like begging Benny. Pull up your stuff and stop begging for a handout. Yeah. What you're waiting for something that's never going to happen. The Democrats only lie and say, oh, we'll have a commission on reparations. You're not going to get anything. Pull your life together and get out and work hard. That's all you can do. There are no reparations that are coming. No one is coming to save you. That is a pipe dream. Here we go.
And it's something that is just disgusting. We saw the worst that Cincinnati has to offer that morning.
And look, it's our job to tell the truth, and the truth requires you to state the obvious. There is a racial component to what we're watching on our screen right now. The 2 victims on the screen appear to be white. Most of the assailants appear to be black. And if we played the game of reversing this, and we have in some instances, there would be a national outcry and rage about the races involved in this incident. But here we have it reversed, and it asks some serious questions about us as a society.
Sure. These investigators are certainly looking into that as being a component of why this occurred. And that's yet to be determined, I believe. But I mean, you look at it at face value and certainly could understand why you would draw that conclusion.
Well, at this point, I don't know what conclusions are to be drawn, but to ask some very serious questions and to be irresponsible not to ask those questions out of fear of invoking race, when this is what we're watching happening on the streets of Cincinnati, and I don't care where you live, I was just talking to somebody that works here, Ken. I don't know that this would happen on the streets of Texas. It might not, but there would be someone step in. There's a lot of people armed in the state of Texas or many other states across this country that don't have to wait for the police. I don't know what's going on in Ohio.
No, you're right. And if there would have been some better people that were part of that, it probably would have ended differently. But it just shows you that whole mob mentality. That's exactly what we saw. And I wish there would have been one person in the crowd that decided that they were going to step in and actually, be an adult, be a man, and not allow something like this to happen.
You said it right. It's a mob mentality. It takes courage and bravery to step up against a mob. It takes zero to be part of a mob. And unfortunately, we're run short on that courage and bravery right now. Ken, thank you so much for being with us.
Yep. Thank you for having me.
Hey, Sean.
Okay, Megan, speaking of live in New York, actors, okay, let me see. I'll pull that up. Also, Keith, they are one segment away from saying, Keith, yeah, well, hey, look at what they just witnessed. Let me see if I can find two people I think have said something about there's an active shooter situation in Manhattan right now. All right, let me go and see what's happening here. I will pull it up. It's so scary nowadays. I was called a chicken and racist because I moved to a tiny little town in Alabama. And then you have all these, a lot of these black Democrats upset because I think about 40 white people bought 160 plus acres and in Arkansas, somewhere, Arizona, they're trying to move away. You know, look at, they're watching the same news we're watching. Oh, tell me what your thoughts are, folks. Tell me if you were already aware of this and just tell me what you think. I mean, if you don't agree with me, that's fine. But oh man, especially like I said, when I saw the woman knocked out cold, I lost it. And it's just sad that you get mad when people call you names. Oh, this is racist. That's racist. But then look at what you're doing. Yeah. So, let me see. Okay. I just pulled that up. Okay, I'll pull that up for you. This happened just a few minutes ago. I'll pull that up because I'm sure you want to see it. So go ahead and hit that like button for me, please. This will be bonus coverage, but tell me what your thoughts are in reference to what I just shared with you. Yeah, tell me what you think. I'm gonna I'll take this down now, and I'll go ahead and add. I'll just click on the first little video that I found and see if they have any info. All right, here we go. Hit the like button, share this stream out. Thank you. So how you doing by the time? Who are you talking about, Roseanne? Cheesy Cheetos trying to incite an argument here, putting up the raccoon, and his comment is that of a blue wannabe baby snowflake. What else is new, right, Roseanne? By the time Rose reviews, yes, I saw the video. You can see that the white slapped the black. By the time, go ahead, tell me some more, dear. Did you hear about the Subway employee who locked a 13-year-old girl in a broom room, stepping on his? Jackalow, I've received so many alerts. Now, if someone says racist, I just say, okay, yeah, whatever. Okay, here we go.
Newsroom with some really serious breaking news. What we're hearing now is an active shooter situation in Midtown Manhattan at 51st and Park Avenue, or between 51st and 52nd. From what we know right now, one of the victims is a police officer who was shot. We're also hearing that there are at least two other victims. At least one of them, we're being told, is a civilian. So at least one police officer, one civilian shot, and then there's one other person we don't know exactly what their status is or isn't. The victim's taken to Bellevue and to Cornell, we are told, at least sources telling us. But here's the big picture here. Police, obviously a big scene there. The building is being evacuated, and they're trying to find whoever is behind this. Again, a police officer and at least one civilian and one other person shot here, and the situation is still ongoing. So there's a lot happening. Obviously, we're here in the newsroom. We are tracking all of it. I did just check the MTA's website. There's a 6 train stop right there. That's still running, at least according to the website right now. So if you are in the area, you're obviously going to want to heed the directions of police officers. There's going to be a lot of them there. Certainly avoid the area as they try and figure out who was behind all of this. But again, this is Midtown Manhattan. 51st, between 51st, 52nd on Park Avenue, where this is playing out. And the one police officer, one civilian, and one other person shot in this. Obviously, here in the newsroom, we have crews on the way to that scene to get the information. We have information going on all the time on our website right now. They're staying on the story as well. And as we learn more, we'll certainly pass it along to you. For now, I'm Corey Chambers in the newsroom. We're going to send you back to Sports Nation Nightly.
Okay, so I think that's what you were asking. So what was let me see, what is this, the rest of this video that Lord Jammer, I didn't see. What was Big Cheese talking about? Did I miss it? There were a lot of comments and I may have missed it. Yeah. So yeah, if anyone is saying anything derogatory or attacking anyone. Okay, Big Cheese is still talking about the video. Okay, hold on one second. Let me pull up. All right. Hit that like button, Tina. It's been that way since its founding. Roseanne, my family's in New York. What part of New York? Tina, yeah, I just don't like to see this nonsense. Megan, there's still not a lot of details on what started the brawl. So let me see. I don't know what Big Cheese is. The only thing that I have seen is what I've shared with you. I don't know. I think he's saying that what's that guy's name? Tariq Nasheed or something had something. Had the entire video. No, I don't know how he got it, but yeah, let me see. He's talking about the truth about Cincinnati brawl. So I think right, and we don't, yeah, regardless of who said what, that did not warrant now those Russians no, they're not African. Yeah. So again, I can't, even though I haven't seen all of it, and just looking at the comments on Tariq's page, no, I'm looking at that now. And again, you know, these are some of the same people saying that with Carmelo Anthony, it was self-defense. When a user, okay, where are we here? I'm sorry if I missed your comments. The Big Cheese said that the white man slapped the black man first. Okay, so even if we just go on with what you said, Big Cheese, if a white man slapped the black man first, why wasn't it just that black man hitting him back? Everyone attacked him, and why was the woman knocked out cold? So I'm just asking for a friend. Make that make sense. Thank you, Lord Jammer. And regardless, that did not warrant everything that we saw, that we witnessed in the video. And I'm looking at, I'm looking at Tariq Nasheed's stuff now, and just looking at his comments. No. Traveling Mom, that Big Cheese, where is the entire video? I want to see it. The brawl is a good example of mess around and find out. We protect our own for sure. Jammer, yes, and it's working. How is the dude? Right, Agent Orange, that's what I'm saying. Thank you, Big Jaggalo. Right. Some people they're going to justify everything. Miss Rowland, I totally agree with you. People don't have to put their hands on each other. And Tina, let me say this. Regardless. So, okay, if the white man did hit the black man first, okay, why did all the other people attack him? I mean, I'm asking for a friend. I'm just asking for a friend. Inquiring minds want to know. Now, let me show you some of these comments. Let me take this down and show you. because they're making excuses for what happened. And no. Where are we here? Miss Rowland, David Trent, they said, I played it earlier in the video. Chicago Hood, these dumb FBAs are in a cult. They're so ignorant, don't even know they're Chicago. Facts. These black people walk around with a chip on their shoulder, and it's not about race, it's about sin. My girls, that's a good point. Yeah, walking around with the chip. These are all the people that you see in the videos, fighting, cursing people out. It's the same. What? It's the same thing. So this is Tariq Nasheed's The Truth About the Cincinnati Brawl. And they're talking, so they're making light of it. By the time, I'm sorry, just like they stood behind Penny Dude for killing, we have to learn to do the same, which is why they're successful, because they stand together. By the time, I'm sorry, just what were you talking about? The guy on the subway in New York. By the time. Oh, and speaking of Tariq, yes, he claims to be pro-black, but is married to a biracial woman with a white mother. Just stop it, Big Cheese. Yeah, I don't look at his Tariq stuff. And then again, they're going to arrest the black folks instead of the white folks who started it. So if you look at the comments, and I'm saying again, people need self-control. How you doing, Tina? Yeah. Okay, nobody wants to get arrested. This is what you see happening in blue cities. And everyone here is celebrating it. And by the time I'm saying people need conflict resolution is a real issue in this country. And right, Chicago Hood, right. So I'm just looking at these comments. People just ready to fight. Well, whatever happened to talking things out? I don't know. I don't get this. So anyway, we'll see where this goes. And everyone's shouting out to them, but gave them an Alabama beatdown. You see the comments. Right, but it's all surfacing now, Tina. Thank you, Tina. They are. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying this content. So I'm like I said, when you look at the comments, you can tell the type of people that follow content creators. So anyway, yeah, that's where they are. And now, like I said, I won't play that because, yeah, you know where I stand as it relates to. The Big Cheese said, Roland, I love you, but this is 2025, not 1825. The FBLA family is going to defend ourselves. Okay, Big Cheese. By the time, okay, you're right. Sometimes diplomacy is out of the window. Okay, so let me say this. So the Russian guy slapped slapped a black man. Okay, why did that turn into a brawl where where everyone else? So he didn't slap all of those people. So I'm just trying to, you see what I'm saying? He did not slap all of those people. And the woman, why did she get knocked out cold? My girls, they're deeply miserable and lost in their sins. They don't know how to manage the misery. Boom. Well, yeah. Big Cheese. Okay, traveling mom. Okay, traveling mom. Did you see them knock the woman out cold? She didn't hit anyone. And traveling mom, I'm just asking because some of us are seeing things a little differently, right? And okay, so the man that slapped the black man, okay, why did all the other people jump in? That's what I'm not understanding. Okay. 10 plus people on one man is not defending yourself. Okay. People can defend themselves, but I'm wondering, when does it come to mob mentality? And that's what happened, Jackalow. It turned into a mob mentality. Okay, so I'm trying to find out. So Traveling Mom said, yes, but I didn't see the whole tape. I need to see the entire tape. Big Cheese, because it was a group of Russians provoking a group of black people, and the white woman got involved with the fight. She was just standing there when she was knocked out. She's probably trying to break them up, and it didn't, from what I could see, she was just standing there. Usually women are, trying to break things up, but I didn't see her causing any problems, because we don't know what triggered it. And she was out there trying to fight among powerful men that got in a zone when they were fighting. Okay, by the time. Okay. Yeah, Malcolm X. Oh my God. He and Martin Luther King, they'd all be disgusted with what is transpiring in this country. We have fallen so low as a country. And my girl said it earlier, and if everyone is in a different place spiritually. Fridge-Reaver, how you doing? And like I said, I see things differently, and I move differently. I don't have a trigger, happy temper, and what people say or do, it just doesn't affect me. I guess I'm in a different place in life, I guess. Trying to derail an intelligent conversation with the cult nonsense. Okay, Chicago Hood. Yeah. I'm standing on what I believe in, because it's what I tell my students when they get into trouble, when they're out here fighting. We've had brawls at schools that I've taught at, and it makes no sense. And you know what I tell them? I said, you get upset when they call you names and animals. I said, but look at your behavior. You're always saying Black Lives Matter. Well, look, obviously they don't. You're out here fighting each other. 99% of the fights are between black girls and black boys. So I'm just saying. Big Cheese at Roland's Reviews. Dr. Martin Luther King was fighting for reparations, specifically for FBA, before he transitioned. I know he was trying to make things better, and he wanted better housing, better jobs, better pay. Yeah. And he was asking for a fair shot, Hit the like button, folks. All right, we hit 50 likes here. We have a lot of emotionally stunted kids that never grew out of it. Jackalow. Boom. That's why they wear their emotions on their sleeves. And you say something and they're triggered. And I'm like, what the heck? It's so sad that black people don't know the real truth about MLK. My girls, keep preaching. Darla, my dad was murdered, a vicious attack. They can go ahead and have this mentality of ignorance, but one day they're going to answer for it, thinking they're getting over, but the fire's going to be hot. Woo! Roseanne. Yes, people definitely need to get back to God. If they would get back to God, they wouldn't be involved in all these shenanigans. Why were thugs hanging around at Theater District? Those thugs were looking for trouble or selling weed. That's what Steve Bishop says. Roland, you got to thank Obama for this, man. I know, Obama. Yes, I do. Yeah. Thank you, Obama. Dr. King was fighting for cash reparations, specifically for FBA only, before he passed. Lord Jammer, Big Cheese wants reparations. Can someone start? Big Cheese, we're going to start a GoFundMe for you, okay? Oh, my goodness. I'm the same, Tina. I'm the same as you, Miss Rowland. I'm old fat. Tina, I am. I'm just like you, Tina. And right. MLK wanted equality. I don't know of him asking for handouts. He wanted Black Americans to get better jobs, housing, equal pay. I don't know of any reparations that he was asking for. What he was asking for was a fair shot. He wasn't, I know he wasn't asking for welfare. What's traveling mom laughing at? I missed it. Okay. Roseanne Hackett, what happened, love? Did I miss? I must have missed it. What did I miss? Yeah. Roseanne, we're sorry for your loss, dear. I see. I got it. Oh yeah, my girls, Vince Everett Ellison. Oh, he rips, he tears, he tears them a new one. He tells nothing but the truth. It's sad, but it's true. Yeah, Fridge Reaver. Roseanne, we're so sorry. Roseanne, was he in a blue city? We know these horrible atrocities happen. For the most part, a lot of these situations happen in blue cities because crime is rampant. Yes. Oh man, Vince Everett. OMG. Rose in North Carolina. Rose, you know that's where I live, Roseanne. I'm here, Fort Bragg, dear. Yes, Dorian. You're right. My girls, our forefathers were not socialists. They wanted equal, fair treatment. Yeah. They weren't asking for handouts. They were not. It's just unfortunate, Dr. King and Malcolm X, the civil rights leaders of the time, they were trying to make things better, but then the Democratic Party hijacked the black preacher, the black politician, and it's been downhill ever since. Okay, Chicago Hood. FUC GoFundMe. The people wanting reparations need to go make their own money. And that's my thought process. And I tell them they need to go to Africa because they're the ones who sold their brethren and sisterin into slavery. But they never go to Africa. And if they did try to go ask for money, they'd probably come up missing or something. I don't know. Steve, Cincinnati police is going to use the FBI's facial recognition system from all the videos. They'll catch those young scholars. Steve. Yeah, future lawyers, doctors, and nurses. Yeah, and astronauts, right? Yeah, the young scholars. That's what I call them, scholars. Because every time a black perpetrator does something that, their parents and family come to, oh, they were wonderful. They were this, they were that. And then you go, I tell you, anytime something happens, go ask their teachers. That's where you're going to get the truth. Big Cheese, Rollins Reviews. What does WS mean? I don't know what that means. I don't know what WS means. Big Cheese, Lord Jammer, you reparations folks want money. Get off your. Oh, Lord Jammer's getting a little heated up in here now. Lord Jammer, yeah. Big Cheese, don't sit around waiting for reparations. Go make money and become a productive citizen if you're not already. There are no reparations coming to you, sir. It's not happening. Chicago Hood's been mad the whole day. Chicago Hood, I think when you saw the video, you just became angry and irate like I did. I was just blown away. Because you get upset and you play the victim card, the race card. You specialize in the victim Olympics, but look at what you're out here doing. Darla, yes. I was almost in tears. I had to literally pull myself together before I jumped on here. Because it just hurt. It just touched my heart. Thank you, Dorian. I wish President Trump, J.D. Vance was angry, and you heard what he said. I wish that President Trump would send the National Guard, the military into these blue cities and stop this nonsense. Tina says, got to get off that mental plantation. Tina, say it again for the people in the back. Please. I'm over it. I am. And it's the same people. It's the same group of people causing all the problems. And then when content creators like myself, like Black conservative perspective, like Anthony Brian Logan, when we get on here and say the things that we say, we're called all kinds of horrible names, which I told you, I am a Generation Xer. I don't care what people call me. I don't care. Chicago Hood, yes, after I cried, then I got mad. If it was white people beating up blacks, I'd be just as mad. Right, because we're talking about humanity. Chicago Hood gets it. I don't care what someone said. And yes, as I said, that the white man slapped the black man should have handled his business. Not all these other people, the mob attacking the guy and he's down on the ground. Oh my God. Woo. Well, got to get off. Okay. The big cheese is at the head of the table at the Demon Crab Plantation. Yes. Now, Agent Orange says, amen. Yes. No, they don't. The Democrats have created all of this chaos. Trump, if you see this video, send in the military. We need martial law in those blue cities, especially. God. That's right, Dorian. And it's just not acceptable. And that's fine. Some of us have different opinions of, this situation, but that's good. We don't hate each other. We don't call each other bad names. It's just we have a difference of opinion. That's what adults do. We're Generation Xers. We're used to being able to talk things out. And guess what? If your opinion is different from mine, that's okay. I don't hate you. You don't hate me. We just have a difference of opinion. Roseanne Hackett, I don't care about your skin color. People are people. You're racist by your comments. Cheesy, you can't live in the past. My girls, people talking about they take care of their own. Well, if that is true, why don't they take better care of themselves and their communities? Boom. I've got to calm down. Yes, Darla, I had to calm myself down before I came on because I was really, really upset. I was. And I didn't want to come on here and start crying and become emotional and because I wanted to share this information with you and I wanted to give you my review. And my review is this is totally unacceptable and I don't give a care what was said. All of those people should not have attacked that one man. I don't know what he did. I don't know what he said, but why did all the people attack him? And why was the woman knocked out cold? No one has been able to answer that question for me. So that's my take. And again, that's fine. If some people, may have a difference of opinion, and that's fine. The big cheese at Roland's Reviews. Let me see what he's saying. The red Native American, Jewish people, Japanese all received reparations. Big cheese. I'm well versed in history. I love history. I'm an avid studier of history, and I do know that. The FBA family with determination will get reparations that are owed to us for slavery and Jim Crow. Big cheese, you have not answered my question. Why have you not gone to Africa and asked about reparations? The slave trade would not have been possible if it were not for the Africans selling their brethren and sisterin to the Europeans. I'm still waiting for that answer, Big Cheese. I'm still waiting. Cheesy, work on volunteering for kids with no fathers. Learn to teach them right instead of this mentality of hate. Roseanne, that's good. Traveling Mom said Big Cheese needs his money and horse. Scoot, how you doing? Scoot said, I'm gay and there's nothing wrong with that. Scoot, you're fine. We didn't say anything about, we're talking about, you see, look at the title. Look at what we're talking about. We're talking about an incident that happened in Cincinnati. If you're familiar with it, comment on it. Let us know what your thought process is. Right, Roseanne? Okay. To all the brainwashed cult FBAs, you are never, ever, 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 ever getting reparations. Never, ever get it through y'all's thick heads. Boom. That's what I say. All right. So what do you think? Scoot, no, we don't bully here. We're here talking about this incident, Scoot. So tell us if you're familiar with it. Tell us what your thought process is. And they are identifying all of the culprits. And I would throw the book at everyone involved. I would. And no, this is not acceptable at all. Lord Jammer, yeah, reparations for blacks after slavery were 40 acres and a mule. Go study history for real. My girl, Arkansas Underground. Yes, Arkansas. Welcome to the chat, love. Hit that like button. Hey, if you're enjoying this content, also hit that subscribe button. We don't play favorites on this channel. We call out nonsense for what it is. Nonsense. And Arkansas Underground, tell me what your thoughts are in reference to this incident. Because we have some people who are seeing it differently, some people just have a difference of opinion. And that's just how that goes. Roland, they should watch documentaries like The Rise and Fall of Jim Crow and others. Yeah, I've seen a gazillion. So when people tell me to study history, I'm like, I'm an avid studier of history. I visited several places in Europe, historical, the Sistine Chapel, and so many others. I am an avid history fan. I am. And so, hey, with me, and some of you who are new to the chat don't know, I teach high school. And so you may have a difference of opinion with me, but it's how I deal with my students, how I talk to my students about conflict resolution. So my thought process may be different from yours, and that's okay. Arkansas Underground, contrast this with the hate that the group of people choosing self-segregate in the Ozarks. Things like this is why. Arkansas, you just joined the chat. I said that earlier. Black Democrats are all over social media saying, see, white people are racist. Look at what they're doing. They're self-segregated. They don't want to be around black people. If you look at the videos circulating all over social media, I'm black and I'm not going to be around that nonsense. I'm not. I live a simple life. I do my job. I try to be kind to people. I try to help people when I'm able. And I'm not, I am not going to change my stance because, again, I try to lead teenagers in the right direction. My students, yes, I teach them my curriculum, but also, right, I try to help them with conflict resolution. Right, Tina. There are 40 white people. They bought 160 plus acres of land. Their black families in Georgia doing the same thing. That's okay. They're not harming anyone. If people want to live separate, that's okay. Oh, Arkansas Underground. I said that before you came, love. I did. And so, and again, I'm glad who brought that up? Tina brought that up. I watched a video here on YouTube. Black families are doing the same thing. Hey, have at it. So that's just where I'm at with that. There's nothing wrong with that, Arkansas Underground. Only people angry are the black Democrats. Oh, they're self-segregating. They're going back to the 1950s. They're racist. See, we told you all white people were racist. If that's the case, honey, there would be more than 40 people there, okay? So stop it. But they have to continue to stoke the flames of racial hatred. That's what they do. The race hustlers, the Democrats, that's what they do. The big cheese. Okay, my girls are still getting the big cheese. Reparations were given to the slaves, which not one black person living today is affected by it. And so they need to go get some serious help. Okay. Right. Can't verify, but minutes ago. Yeah, we've already covered that. Fridge Reaver. Thank you. Thank you, Dorian. The same people, they boycott. Yep, the Chick-fil-A talking about they're mistreating black people. Go in there, act like a decent human being, and you will be treated like a decent human being. Stop this nonsense. Please go buy your own island and get away from real Americans with love, honor, and sense. Chicago hood, yes. As I was saying, because you keep a lot of these stations you go on, oh, we have black fatigue. I type in, you know what I type in there when I leave comments? What a lot of Americans don't know, and you may see me on some other YouTube channels in the comments. And I said, what a lot of Americans don't know is that many black Americans also have black fatigue. I said, but me personally, I have exhaustion. I'm way past fatigue. Okay. I'm exhausted with nonsense. Nonsense. That's all it is. My girl, if they were racist, why would you beg them for money? Make it make sense. I wouldn't take one thin dime from someone who hates me, just saying. If something hurts you that badly, don't come back to it. Right, Dorian? He's not a big cheese, more like a big Lord Jammer. Woo! You big chump fatigue. Yes, I'm saying no one's giving you any money. If you're waiting for that, that is a pipe dream. Big cheese. It's not happening, dear. It's not. I hate to burst your bubble, but it will not happen. So do not wait. I actually support segregated communities. Blacks should separate from whites. Oh, okay, big cheese. And that's your, if that's how you feel, hey. I, as an educator, again, I'm looking through the eyes of an educator. I say personally, let people, if people want to do that, that's fine. That's not something I would choose to do, especially if I had kids, because that may really make it difficult for them in the future. But yeah, I'm not, And I told you, I get a lot of, I can show you some other video. There are so many videos, oh my God, of people just doing things, fighting and cursing and woo, Jesus, please come back soon. And again, I guess I'm in a different place. And I'm not looking down on anyone. I'm not tearing down any race of people, but there's a right and then there's a wrong. And so I can't agree with something that, in my opinion, is wrong. And I just, like I said, to me, conflict resolution, there's a better way to do things. Arkansas, Dorian says, if you segregate, you're forced by a dominant society to control everything in your community. United we stand, divided we all fall. Right, Lord? That's what I'm saying. That's not something I would choose to do. But if Americans, they're spending their money, they're buying land, and they want to do that, have at it. Roseanne said, big cheese, I have some land connected to Alcatraz Alligator Alley if you want to buy it. My girls, tell Big Cheese and the rest of the people like him, pinch yourself and wake up. Y'all got the hands out, the train. The money train has run out of steam. Yeah, it's done. If you segregate, you're forced by a dominant. I read that. I think the black fatigue has to be addressed by strong black men. The prison pipeline combined with Uncle Sam taking the role of the father in the black community. Arkansas Underground, that's excellent. I think you're new here. We talk about that all the time, Arkansas. We do. And it all started with LBJ and his great society. And he told black women, I'll help you and your children, but the black male has to go. And it's been downhill ever since. How is the government as a father? He is the worst. And we know that. We see it. We see it played out in all these videos that we watch. And it's not acceptable, folks. It's just not. And like I said, we all have different opinions. Just like, okay, Arkansas Underground. I did the video on the takeover that the Chicago teens did. I don't know, 200 or 300 teens showed up. You need to check that video out. That, you know, so people, they don't have people don't have common sense. And I'm telling you, social media is the devil. I love it, but I hate it at the same time because of the things that people are doing. And it, you know, it's just, ooh. Oh, I just don't know. This country, you know, if they don't get back to, here we go. Okay. If they don't get back to God, and I'm not a religious zealot, but woo, maybe if people, you know, started, you know, trying to get back to their creator, we wouldn't see all of this. Dorian, I shouldn't have to force myself to support everything that black people do because I'm black myself. No, especially if it's wrong. The white liberals destroyed the black family. Boom. Thank you, Lord Jammer. We say that all the time. Yes, I'm brand new here, but I completely... Okay, Arkansas, yes. Arkansas, we're glad to have you. And this is what we do. We call out this nonsense. I showed you, the Chicago team, they went and caused all kinds of problems. Let me show you before I go. I'll show you a short. Let me show you, and I've started doing that. Before I end videos, I'll because I watch shorts all the time, like when I'm taking a break at work, and some of the things that we see. And so let me show you. Hold on. Let me show you this little clip. So these are the things that we're dealing with. And then I'll show you my comment. And I mean it wholeheartedly. So like I said, I'm not that Tariq guy. No, not a fan. I don't look at any of that race baiting crap. And no, I'm going to stop this screen. Hit that like button, folks. And I know you said you were new here, Arkansas Underground. Share this with your family, love. Let me show you. Okay. Hopefully you can see this. Let me see if I have it on the screen. All right, here we go.
The police are attempting to arrest someone.
No, bro. No, no. Hell no. Let me get him. Let me get him.
Come a long way from the times when the cops would have a billy club.
So you see what I'm saying? Arkansas Underground. Yeah. So this is what's going on. This is unacceptable. And it's the same people. Oh, Dorian, even Malcolm X hates white liberals more than conservatives. Arkansas, Mike, good evening, Roland, Mods, chat. Mike, tell us what your thoughts are about this incident, love. Yes, my girls. Yes. God, you have to sort your own choices. Yes, you do. Agent, I'm praying for Big Cheese. May his understanding of love versus hate grow. God bless us. Amen. Okay, yeah, that's all you can do. Arkansas Underground. If you check out my other videos, I'm telling you, yeah, I don't pull punches. And I call it for what it is, you know. And people are sick and tired of it. And you may have even more people choosing to segregate themselves. Who wants to be around this? I I refused for the. Let's be clear. I have more years behind me than I do ahead of me. I will not be bothered with nonsense. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So again, people are always crying on racism and people are walking around, chips on their shoulders, angry, upset. As soon as someone says something, they lose it. And I'm like, wow, I thank God I am not in that space. And again, I don't understand people that are. It's just not that important to me. And I know I try to live a positive life. My girls, I bet you that crowd is illiterate and on public assistance. Boom. Next question. My girls, put it back. We need more people speaking up. Arkansas, we're trying. Yes, Arkansas. If you share this with family and friends, you'll help us to grow the channel. Mike, you're just coming in. What are your thoughts on this situation? And I've seen a lot of them because I look at a lot of shorts. Yeah, I show a lot. And people are just out here fighting and just doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah, but it's white supremacy and racism that's keeping them down. Get out of here with that nonsense. Nope. On this channel, Arkansas Underground, we call it for what it is. We call out the truth. And that's just what we do. All right. And I know some people don't like it. Some people don't like the truth. We still share it. We just don't care. Okay. All right. So that's all I had to share with you. That's okay. Lanita, before we leave, please tell us what your thoughts are in reference to this situation. Could you do that, please, ma'am? Because we have some differing opinions. My thoughts on the situation is Second Amendment. Everyone should be armed, in my opinion, because especially in a blue city. But the sad part is a lot of the blue cities, they don't allow it. So no, what are you going to do? Arkansas, love the Lord with all your heart and love your neighbors. Arkansas, if we could do that, we won't have all these problems. Jeez. Arkansas says, I'm Christian and I know some aren't, and that's their choice, but it all boils down to what Jesus called the two most important laws. Oh, yes, yes. That's what my girls were saying. We need to get back because people are totally out of control. Okay? And that's all I had for you. I did not plan to get on today, but when I saw this, I said, I've got to jump on and say something about this. Thank you, Roseanne. Arkansas, they can't live in their neighborhoods because they don't love themselves. Yeah, well, Roseanne, that's obvious because they're killing themselves. But the Democrats don't say anything about that. They don't say a word. They're just killing each other in droves. They don't say a word until a white person unalives or harms a black person, or a police officer unalives or harms a black person. That's the only time they say something. So, they have their narrative. And here on this channel, we call out that nonsense. Okay. So that's all I have for you. And again, folks, and when you're out in public, just be aware, cognizant of what's going on, because people are shooting and doing all kinds of things. Agent Orange says, oh yeah, no problem, love. You know how I feel. When I share information with you with my thought process, use your two. Yes, Agent, I do. We're in North Carolina. We're all locked and loaded. We are. And you know, I'm okay, but don't push it. That big cheese, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, everyone needs to protect yourself, because if you look at some of the things that are happening, Arkansas, we're glad that you found us too. And again, we call out this foolishness that we are witnessing. Lanita, tell me what your thoughts are before we go, love. We're gonna go, but I wanted to hear what you had to say. I wanted to know your thought process. Let me see, which one was I trying to? So Arkansas Underground, you need to check out the one we did yesterday, and then the Black Residents you really need to check this one out. Black residents protesting the Pick and Save, 5 Pick and Pay Save stores closing down. Check that stuff out. I'm telling you. And yeah, that's all I have to say to you today. And all I have, one more thing I have to say before I go is, when they start indicting these people that were involved in this brawl, and they start crying and screaming, oh, it's racist, this is what I'm going to do for them. Check your screen, folks. Don't want to hear it. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Hey, did 3 years in Jacksonville, North Carolina, and the Marine Corps got a connection with you? I said, yes, Agent Orange. Thank you for your service, sir. I'm glad that I got out of, yes, Dorian, that FBA stuff, get out of that. Lanita, what did you think about it? Thank you, Chicago Hood. If these same folks would talk to their elders, they would think about how wicked FBA folks were treated back in the day, beat, deleted, mistreated mentally and physically. Why be disrespectful? Okay, Lanita, but what do you think about this, what we're looking at? Oh, Arkansas, you love it? Oh, Big Cheese said he's going to take a nap. What do you think about these people? And then they knocked the woman out ice cold. What do you think? Agent Orange, if people would do that, we wouldn't have all the problems. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. And no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. That's one of the best songs ever written. John Lennon, 1971, one of my all-time favorite songs. Imagine Oh, how many other people love that song? John Lennon. Yes, Jammer. Yes. Oh my God. Thank all of our service people. Thank you for your service. Thank you for defending this country. Thank you for everything. Lanita, unhinged people scare me. Yes. Roseanne got them. Okay. So we're done. Thank you for dropping in. I had not planned to go live. If I can get 2 more people to hit that like button, we'll have 60 likes. Yeah, Dorian, I don't care. I'm called a sellout and a bunch of other horrible words. I just laugh. I don't care. Oh, people think that I'm going to cry and be boo-hoo, but I don't care. I guess I'm a sellout. I am a sellout too, I guess. Yes. My girls is awesome. Yeah, she is. She is. All of you are great. And I thank you, even though we sometimes have a difference of opinion. That's okay. That's fine. And if something happens, I'll come on again tomorrow. If not, then I'll be on Wednesday. Yes, God bless you too. Arkansas, I may be live. I definitely be live Wednesday, 6:30. I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow. It just depends on if something happens. Like I jumped on today. I normally don't jump on Mondays unless something happens. But I enjoyed all of you. Arkansas, I hope my singing did not scare you away. I'm trying to raise some money to purchase some singing lessons. Music is such a big part of my life, and so I try to sing an old song before the live is over because it reminds me of better times in this country. And I guess my mind just keeps, I just want to go back. I want to go back when we didn't have all these problems. So that's why if you're here, I'll be singing old songs from the 70s and 80s and 90s sometimes. Chicago Hood, if you have Jesus privilege, you'd never even think to beg for the reparations that are never ever coming. Boom. They're not coming, Big Cheese. Stop looking for reparations. Get out and work hard, dear. You're not getting any reparations. If you were going to get reparations, you had Barack Obama in office 8 years, 12 to be exact, when he was running the country for Jim Crow Joe. I turned on notification in case you go live, and the song was love. Thank you, Arkansas. I'm trying to take some singing lessons. Arkansas, check out the video from yesterday. We don't pull punches on this channel. We call out the Democrats because they're evil, they're vile, they're satanic, they're demonic. And we call them out for all of the shenanigans and for everything that they've done to the American people. And if Trump watches this video, please, 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 someone tell Trump we want all the Democrats arrested and indicted for treason against the American people. Boom. All right. So what are your thoughts, folks? Congratulations on who had an anniversary? Oh, Sergeant, yeah. Congratulations, love. You know where I'm going next. I'm going to the comment section. Okay, thank you, Agent. All right, okay. Preach, yes. Big Cheese. Yeah. He ain't heavy. He's my brother. How you broke? Ain't got no money, can't get no. Yeah, I can't get no satisfaction. 1965. Just so you know, Arkansas, my favorite rock group is the Rolling Stones. Woo! Yes. All right. I love you all. Be safe. If you're out in big crowds, please, please, please be cognizant and observant of your surroundings because people are snapping every day. Doesn't matter where you live. Just be observant and be careful. Please leave comments once the live stream is over. That helps YouTube to push the video out to more people. I've enjoyed you all, and I'm coming to talk to you right now in the comment section. Good luck with that, Big Cheese. But I'm coming to talk to you all. So if you will, yeah, Jagalo, if you will, folks, once I end the live stream, Leave a comment. Ask anyone who's here. I respond to all comments. Okay. Happy birthday, Jackalow. Send me an email if you can. I'll try to send you a little something. Maybe you can buy a sandwich and some iced tea or something for your birthday. In the beginning, there was the Word, and the Word was God. So I encourage everyone to be intentional with their thoughts and words. Boom. That's going to take us out because I agree. Love you. Be safe. I'm coming to talk to you right now in the comment section. Thank you again for spending your very valuable time here at the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel.